Good evening and welcome to Collector Cars. I'm Lance, your host. With me in the studio, back from his week vacation.
Week's vacation.
Week vacation.
Work.
Look at all the pay you lost.
Yeah.
Mr. Mark Petty.
I haven't even gone on vacation yet.
See, you can always tell how his racing is by whether he's on the show or not. If he didn't crack the car up and doesn't need to be working on the car, he's here. But when he has a problem with the car, then he has to take a week off.
Wasn't my car.
Wasn't your car?
We were working on Kyle's car.
On Kyle's car.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bill Mergens, how you
sir.
doing?
Good.
I noticed the two of you are comfy in your
these
deluxe
are nice.
chairs.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
We had to wake Bill
I'll
up
tell
here
ya.
right before
You know,
we
I was
got
thinking
started.
they should put those electronic massagers in there for you.
Yeah, we need a little footrest, you know, that
Yeah,
kind of goes up like
footrest.
that.
We talked about the Ottomans.
We did,
but
yes.
They wouldn't release them.
You
to
guys would be sleeping. You'd be. I'd be talking and you'd be snoring. Is what would happen.
And that's in a bad
And
point
that's
for you.
and my
or
point
what?
is,
Yeah.
we had another good weather weekend, man.
Yeah.
It was warm. It's getting a little warm, but you know what?
Temperature's going to drop this weekend.
Nowhere near like it had been. So, and
Is
it's
it
going to
supposed
come
to get
down.
cool?
Yeah, it's going to drop a little bit this weekend.
Little
That front's
bit.
coming through.
Yeah. Well, there for a while we didn't know what that storm was going to do, and I'm thinking pumpkin run, going, oh man. But no, everything worked out beautiful. We had some nice shows. Huge crowd, as always, at Hunsader's. Very, very huge crowd. The biggest attraction at Hunsader's was the toilet car.
I have a picture of my grandson on it.
Yes. I couldn't tell you. I'll bet you 1,000 people, if not more, took pictures, and they're all hollering, can we sit on it? Can we sit on it? I said, yeah, as long as you wipe this seat. I mean, you know, come on. But I'm telling you, it was a very big hit. And then I rode it around a couple times. I rode up in front of the Johnny Quicks and said, hey, no lines, no waiting. It's a little breezy, but hey. So anyway, but yeah, people really, really got a kick out of that.
Yeah.
And we had a nice crowd of cars right there by the food vendors.
You know what we need? We need a trailer behind that with a shower.
Yeah,
That's
You
what
know,
we need.
Gay wants to do that.
Yeah.
And Gay will sit in it with a shower cap.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We can make 4
We'll get-
clear walls.
Like the
We'll get-
Hubschmidt.
We'll get Cahill working on that one.
Yeah.
Need
Yeah.
a trailer.
Trailer with a shower.
I heard from 2 ladies now that came to me and said, do you have any idea what you started? Do you know my husband is out in the garage with a go-kart and a toilet and trying to put this thing together? We've actually got a couple of guys making them. I mean, we're going to have a whole regular men's room
There you go.
soon.
Yeah. Be cool.
You know, it'd be cool. Be cool. Everybody got a kick out of it. It was great. Big thing coming up, our big pumpkin run this year. If I've forgotten anything, folks, just bear with me on it. I've made my list. I've checked them twice. I think I've got everything in order, but there's
Christmas,
so much.
Yeah, I think
this
so.
is a big show to put on.
Yes.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
you know how we go crazy on
Yep.
it. But I think I've got everything in order, so I think it should be a very good time. The costume contest is going to be a ball.
It always is a good time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's the one to be at.
And I've noticed this year, a lot of the folks from out of town, we've got a group coming from West Palm, we've got them coming from Loxahatchee, I don't even know where that is, but all over, quite a few from up around St. Pete, Pinellas County, Hillsborough County, stuff like that.
Any rooms left?
Yeah, plenty of rooms left.
Okay.
Plenty of rooms left. They give us a big block.
Yeah.
They block off a huge amount of rooms, so you can still get your rooms down there and join us. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and stay all night.
I've been having a few guys shoot a little bit. Hackney didn't make it to Hunsader's, but he may come to Pumpkin Run. I don't know. But I've got Jeff Baranski he said, I'll gladly shoot some pictures. He said, if they're any good and you put them on, that's fine, whatever. Because now, Bill, first of all, he's got, he's got enough on his plate, but also the fact that once it starts getting dark, 5:30, 6 o'clock,
Yeah,
you got
shoot.
the first 20 minutes of a show to get a couple of pictures in.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot more difficult to put together, film clips with photos. Now, I would like to go back and do some videography. And we stopped doing the videography because people said, well, you only get in 4 or 5 cars that way, and the other way you get in maybe 20.
15, yeah. 20.
15, 20. So there's always one way or another, you know, we're trying to show them some neat stuff. Which brings me to tonight, Mr. Terry Lewis. Now, when did he shoot this? Do you remember?
That was in the spring.
This was in the spring. Okay, because Colorado, they don't.
Probably May.
Around May. Okay. We did a film clip on Gateway.
Right.
What was it called? The show.
Gateway Museum Show, I think, is all it was.
Oh, Gateway Museum Show, and we showed all the cars outside that participated in this. But he also had sent me some footage of inside the museum. Now, the museums that I've ever been in were just, you know, you walk up and there's the car. It's usually behind a rope or something, or in a particular area. Some places will let you actually walk through them. This place has done individual displays on these cars with magnificent lighting and things like that. Actually, Bill, and I'll tell you the truth, and if Terry, if you're watching, buddy, this was a very tough place to shoot pictures.
Yeah, he said that. And the unusual thing is this museum is in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's nothing around Gateway. I mean, it's not like on the edge of a city. Yeah,
or
not on the edge of Denver or something. It's out.
It's just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Kind of like me.
Got a good price on rent.
Yeah, good rent. Yeah, there you go. Hey, they don't have much problem with the neighbors.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
But I started looking at these photos, and the way they've got these cars set up, it's magnificent. And the job that he did shooting them, I thought was fantastic under those conditions. So, Mr. Perkins, let's show him the footage. There it is, photography by Terry Lewis, our Rocky Mountain reporter. And this is the Colorado Gateway Auto Museum. I'm sure there's a lot more in there than he shot for us.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this, 1906 Cadillac. It's a Model H coupe.
Absolutely amazing, isn't it?
And that's just a little one-seater.
Yeah, and you know, they went on to make a town car like that.
Now, this was an Amelia Island winner, wasn't it?
Yeah, Amelia Island Concourse.
Yeah, Amelia Island Concourse, number 286. That's pretty amazing. 1912, Ford T Speedster. But you see how they've got it in a setting, and they got pictures behind everything, and the way they've got them lit up, I think is amazing.
Can you imagine driving that today?
Now look at this. 1913 Pierce Arrow. Model 38C Brougham. This was like hot stuff in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was top of the line.
Yeah, this was top of the line, big dollar car.
Dignitaries were riding in that car.
Yeah. Coach work, a lot of coach work.
1928 Cadillac Sport Phaeton convertible.
It's got the double windshield, doesn't it? The windshield in the back.
Yep, that's the double windshield. And these are obviously in magnificent condition.
Oh, yeah.
1929 Packard Deluxe 8 convertible runabout. Now that's cool.
And again, you're right. I mean, the backdrop, the way they got it set up. A lot of these, some of the more the other finer cars, as you see, are actually on a rotisserie as well.
Yeah.
Yes, and some of these are on where they'll turn around. 1932 Auburn.
All right.
Yeah, but it's so dark in the floor and dark in the back, and the car's lit in certain areas. 34. Ooh.
34 Custom. Now it says Ford Custom Coupe in excess.
I
now,
think
does that mean excessive?
Yeah.
Excessively custom.
Yeah.
Excessive
Need
motor.
that in your car.
Yeah.
Wolf is right.
36 Auburn 8. This one's an 852 supercharged convertible. That other Auburn was called a boat tail speedster. This one's the supercharged. I love the long hoods on those.
Yeah.
Look at this, 47 Caddy, Series 62 convertible. But you see the lights, it's up on a pedal, almost like on a little stage.
Yeah.
With lighting all around it, coming from all directions, and the floor lit up around it. Very cool stuff. This is neat. 47 Chrysler Town and Country convertible, 2-door. Again, look at the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the chrome.
Well, and that was those big, long straight 8s, and you need a lot of room under there.
There you go.
Buick.
51 Buick Roadmaster convertible.
These really are some elegant cars.
Yeah.
You don't see this kind of stuff at a car show, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go. 53 Caddy Eldorado convertible. Check that out.
Just wonder what the numbers are on some of these kind of cars of what was produced.
Right here, you're looking at about $5 million. That's a 1954 Olds F88 convertible concept car. And that just, that's
sold at Barrett Jackson. No, it's been a couple years, I think,
Yeah.
But $5 million, if I'm not right, if I'm not
It was in the millions, that's for sure.
Yeah, wasn't there 2 or 3 of those produced? And then there were 1 or 2
could have been crushed. Yeah, could very well be.
It was like the sole survivor.
There was 3, and they tried to get them back to crush them. And this is the only one that they never got back.
Yeah, this made it into somebody's collection, and it wasn't released. Yeah.
And it was not released at that point.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1961 Chrysler 300.
It says Mercury.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. It's 57 Mercury Turnpike Cruise and Pace car.
Much better. Seeing it says May 30th, 57.
Yep. That was the Turnpike.
Now we got a Chrysler.
Now look at this. This is the 300. 61 Chrysler 300G.
It almost looks too short. It would, you know, the long hood, the high windshield, and it's like missing another set of doors.
All right, now we're going to show you some American muscle.
Ooh, maybe we'll see.
Here we go. 63 Dodge Polara. It's the Max Hemi Custom Coupe.
426 Max Wedge. Is that what's? It's a sharp-looking car.
Very.
67 Ford Shelby GT 500 Fastback.
That certainly was the car of the day, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
Great styling.
You look at the mural in the back like it's coming down a highway.
Great styling. Ooh,
here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, you see Bill sit right up?
Yep.
68 Camaro SSRS convertible.
Very nice. Thanks, Terry, for shooting that one. Good man.
Here we go. Now I'm up. 70 Plymouth Barracuda Hemi Cuda. It's a Hemi coupe they put on it.
And he's got it sitting right next to the Shelby in kind of a race position.
Yeah.
Which is really very, very cool. That's cool. GTO.
Judge.
71 Judge. GTO Judge. Very cool.
Yeah, that's, you know, an uncle had one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Now, we're going to move down to Albertsons. This was on October the 15th, shot by Mr. Jeff Baranski. Did the photography for us. And this, we were talking a little while ago about Bill.
Yes.
I
don't know.
What was the guy we were talking about? Ratfink. Big Daddy Roth and
George Barris.
And George Barris. That's a George Barris man, right there. And this guy, J.R. Simet, he's got, I think, 4 of his vehicles.
53 Packard Caribbean convertible.
Wow?
I shot that night too, and oh man, I'm telling you.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is amazing car.
Now, is that RJ?
No.
Because RJ was down there one night doing fires.
No, and I can't tell exactly that. It's got a 66 hood on it, but it could be 65. Sometimes they put that hood on there.
I like that hood.
Yeah.
I think that is very sharp.
The bumpers.